Good morning, Kathy.
Hello.
I just took a nap. Let's see, recorded. And sobre otro, Rada, hasta sola.
Good morning, Mike.
Morning.
Good morning, Tachi.
Hello.
Yeah. Ah, yeah, I know, Rada, it's more like Dobre the end right now, but I just took a nap. Okay, let's see. We need to invite another.
Mike, can we stay on a few minutes after this to talk about the AI stuff?
Yes. And we can talk about some of it right now, too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it shouldn't take long. I just wanted to make sure we're going to have what we need.
Okay. Let me see. I'm just about done getting ready. I think I am. And we need. Capacity, yes. Front lighting, yes. Camera, I don't have. All right. Talking. Okay. There's supposed to be an exercise I'm trying before each of these Zoom sessions. You put a pencil inside your mouth, between your teeth, and you try and speak clearly with that pencil and holding that pencil in your mouth. And because
Why?
because
I'm glad you asked.
Because in playing back some of the earlier show or videos, I sound like I'm mumbling. And I figured out some of that was some of the new Zoom settings. So I changed those, and that helped a lot. But it still looks like sometimes I'm really mumbling, can't understand, right? Really. So I haven't tried that really out yet. Let's see. Put it in your mouth. Okay, I got it. Okay. So let's set up other programs. Let's do that. Well, I don't even know what's on right now. Let's see. Am I on screen right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Trying to do is log into the meeting with my iPad. It's not showing that I've received the email yet. Okay.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Oh, hello, everybody's here. People are here. Okay. And there we go. And I'm going to share a screen, aren't we? Screen. Okay.
Yes.
So it's 6 o'clock, $1,800 right now. So Kathy, we'll do it right after this. Okay, right after
Okay.
this thing here. Okay. So there we go. Where are we going? Okay, I wonder what they're talking about. It could be what could be what we're trying to do here. this backgammon thing, right? So I figured out that AnkiGammon wasn't executing because my C hard drive space was low. And so what's part of my ritual before starting these meetings is to reboot every time. And that I just went from almost nothing to about 8 gigabytes of free right now by rebooting. So something in there's bloating things around, right? And so AnkiGammon wasn't working, but we can make it work now. And it's pretty cool, actually. And I had questions about what it could do here. So what we know so far, we've got we'll make Anki cards for Ed, Subu, Mark, and we'll use AnkiGammon to do that program that takes the data and creates Anki cards. And so let's do it first with Mark's position. So I'm going to open up XG, new Blitz, new BG, and BG Blitz. So you guys know BG Blitz. Okay. Try and see the screen. Escape to get out of the screen. So this right here, okay. Let's start up. Which one first? Doesn't matter that much, does it? This is. Are you guys familiar with new BG?
I am.
Sort of.
Or okay, so it's free using the new license, the GNU license, and people do work on it. Someone recently wrote a training program. You might have seen it listed on Daily Gammon, and he says he calls this the gold standard. The makers of XG and also Frank Berger, who created BG Blitz, don't think so. Okay, they think that both of their programs play better than new BG. And the other program is, I can just type in this way, can't we? Let's do Extreme Gammon. Does this one make noise? Oh, nothing as fun as the other ones, right? And BG Blitz. All of them are so much more fun, right? Than the others. Now, the position that Mark sent. Maybe I shouldn't have. I chose to do this from scratch. I've done it already, but I wanted to show you guys the whole process right here, right? So he sent along this position right here as an XG ID. Let's note what he says here. There are different approaches you could take here, and all the bots strongly disagree with each other. The top play for new BG and BG Blitz is a big blunder according to XG Mobile. I also would have thought it was a blunder. Although I didn't find that when I played around with his position right here. So what XGID is just a way of encoding this that says how many checkers are on each point and what's the position of the cube. Okay. And so if we take it here to Extreme Gammon, we can just file, import. Or did I copy? I don't know if I copied it just now. Let's make sure we copy it. So Control C to copy it in Windows. And do file, import, and position from clipboard. Okay. This is the position that he has right here. So what kind of game are they each playing?
Primate.
Right, the priming game, then that versus a priming game, right? Or with our tag, capital P, lowercase v, capital P, PvP, prime versus prime. How should you play this position right here?
Well, if you're white, you have to get in.
Mm-hmm.
If you're black, you want to build the back of your prime and move it forward and step up to white's prime.
Okay. But right now there's a solid 6' on white side, right? So you can't go anywhere until that cracks. The prison walls have to start crumbling before we can get out of there. So should we make the ace point?
I would.
I would not. I
Yeah.
would make the 8-point. You want white to get in and then be trapped so that his prime starts to crack in future moves.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right. See, so you have to give white a chance to crack. So making this point would be a big blunder. Okay.
Well, that explains why I'm going to do it.
Okay. Well, this is a BG study session, so we're going to learn from this thing right here, right? And
Well, then I think I'd bring 13 all the way down. I don't know what else there is to do.
okay. So one play is to make the 6', right? Play the 5 down, make the 6' and drop bring the other one in, right? But
Okay.
first of all, we know making this ace point is probably really bad. So is making the 2 point. Okay? You're making it harder for white to come in. Okay? So something like 13 to 8 and 12 to 6 might be the best play right here. So score is 0-0. It's a match. We're going to see what XG thinks. Okay, we hit the plus and it's thinking right now about what it should do. Okay. It says 13 to 2. Yeah, that was my very first thought when I made it. Why would you want to do this right here? Why would you want to make this play?
To get hit and then have a backup for 24. I don't know.
Right. So the idea is maybe that if you're not hit, okay, you haven't done worse than allowing this guy in. You know, if they come in without the point blotted, they're going to start moving. But if they hit you, one thing that might happen, you might dance. That's good. Or if you do come in, maybe they will not escape. And if that's the case, then they'll start cracking too. Right? So you may have bought yourself a little more time, but that's questionable because you have to escape one of these guys to actually have more time. So the next play that XG thinks is correct is this right here. And then another play that's almost equal to this one right here is this guy. Again, but the idea is not to make, let's see, not to make the 2 point. This would be a blunder. Makes it harder for white to come in. And also not to make the ace point. Ace point right here. Ace point. This would be 0.53, 5 times Walker right here. Okay. So that's what XG thinks about this. And it probably will not change very much on the rollout. Okay. Now, if we take that XG ID, which we have in our clipboard right now, and we go to BG Blitz, we can do the same thing. Okay. So with Mark's position, so far we've done file, import position from clipboard. And we're going to do it with BG Blitz. So edit, paste ID, or control V once we do that. Okay. Let's go to BG Blitz, edit, and Control V right here, paste right, paste, because we have that extra ID.
Oh, wow.
So all the programs, BG Blitz, even though XGID stands for Extreme Gammon, I think ID is identification or something, right? And then they all recognize what that means. So that's why BG Blitz can take that same thing and stick it in here, and we can see what BG Blitz thinks, right? So it agrees pretty much with what XG was saying. Styling the 2-point or making the 6 prime, holding for one turn, and the same difference right here, but a little bit little bit worse is this right here. But the idea is try to maybe buy yourself more time, but the important thing is not to put them on the bar and make it hard for them to come in. So we can do the same thing with new BG. It's edit, paste ID, same thing. Here's new BG, edit, paste ID, and we have the same position again. And we just took that extra ID and we threw it into here. And now we know how to put them all into each of those programs. Now to run the analysis, this is kind of cool. Okay, you can run the analysis right there, just like we were doing before. Let's see, let's do XG. We can run the analysis like this. We can see what the equity are according to XG on the left-hand side. Now, last time we were saying that maybe you don't want to see too many of your mistakes, too many in the beginning. You want to set the error levels high enough that you only see so many. Like instead of 0.020 for an error and 0.080 for a blunder, which is the standard, which are the standard numbers, you might want to raise that. But you really don't have to. I found out if you're going to use if you're going to use AnkiGammon. Okay, so we have all three of these guys imported into each of these programs, and now I'm going to go to AnkiGammon. Oh, where do we go? Where's AnkiGammon? ANKIG. That's it. Let's go to the whatchamacallit, the desktop. Maybe you can find it there. There's Anki. We're going to need that. Okay. And I'm going to wipe out this one right here completely. Okay, AnkiGammon. This is the deck with Ed's positions, Mark's position, and Subu's position. I'm going to wipe it out and delete it. And we'll regenerate it. And then tag AnkiGammon. Okay, I know I've already done this. I've already downloaded. So the installing is really easy. Choose your operating system, download the zip, and extract it. So Anki 2.0 is installed. All this other is done already. So it's just download and run. Okay. I don't know why it's asking me to do it again. It's already been done. I'm pretty sure I know where it is too. Okay, so it's on the D drive. And backgammon, AnkiGammon, the zip, yeah, it changed from the zip to from the exe to the zip. It's the program. So this should take us right to the same thing again, but I'm not sure why it wasn't still as a. Let's say, okay, run anyway. We trust it. Okay, so this is the interface for AnkiGammon. And we could import positions, we could import files. So let me show you the settings first. Okay. So on the right-hand side here, analysis engine, it used to be just new BG. But now you can actually have it analyzed with extreme gammon. And in both cases, you don't have to have the position already analyzed. It will do it for you right here when you import it. Okay. So we see extreme gammon, and I've already shown it the pathway to get there. I've asked to do it at an extensive level, which is a world class, but it throws a wider net to consider more moves. And I haven't asked it to do anything related to the match scores. Okay. And I said, instead of just 5 moves, show us 7 moves. Okay. And so that's what the settings are for right now. Set it for extreme gammon. So if we add a position, like I don't know if I still have it. Let's see if we do have it still. Okay, good. Yeah, that's the position ID. Okay. We're going to add it to the list. And AnkiGammon draws us a graphic. See, that's it. That's it. And then we export it to Anki. Yes, it's going to also analyze it. It's going to use extreme gammon. It's going to actually analyze the position, and it makes the Anki card. Okay, so that's done. So if we go to the Anki deck, we should have a new one called AnkiGammon. We update this thing. Am I not seeing AnkiGammon, or is we refresh this thing?
It's there now.
Is there now? Okay, just for a while. AnkiGammon. There should be one new card. It looks like that. So the graphics are really nice, actually. Let's make it smaller. Can I do that? No, I can't make it smaller. Okay. So 6-5 for white to play, 0-7, 0-0 and a 7-point match. Oops. And what is the best move is the question right here. So it gives you different ones right here. So which one of those do you guys want to try?
Well, 13-2 is what we were talking about.
Yeah,
13 to
something that,
12 to 6 maybe? Or 13 to 2? Which one of those guys?
A.
Hey, 13 to 2. Okay. 8. Now,
oh,
says with the XG analysis, it thinks that A is incorrect. And it thinks that E is correct. So that's making this one right here. That says this is what is correct.
oh,
All right. Instead of slotting the 2 point.
Is
But
that because you ran the extensive analysis?
let's see. I haven't looked at the equities here. What it says. Yeah, it's not the same, right? So we did an extensive analysis the other way, and this one is doing some. Well, maybe this one is doing extensive analysis, and let's see what the other one thinks. Do I have to reset? I might have to reset everything. Let's see. Let's set our options. Setting. Analysis. Let's do it as a extensive instead. Okay. And analyze level. Oh, we got to reload it. I'm sorry. I said, hey, we don't know what it is. Control file, import, this one from clipboard, this guy right here, and a student analysis. So yes. Extensive, and it should come up with the same thing, right? If we do extensive as the analysis right here. It's done already. So where is it?
Well, I noticed when you pushed save game, all the checkers went off the board.
So how do we get this back then with the analysis? Yeah. I don't know. Stick it in again. See if we can do it another way. That file, import this from the bookboard, this guy right here, and analyze position. Let's try this way right here instead.
I recognize this position.
I'm sorry. Oh,
Hi, Mark.
Hi.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear that, Mark. I had the volume too low.
Oh, I recognize this position.
You do, yeah. Okay. Well, trying to figure out how I can run this thing as extensive. Well, we can do more than just the plus. Let's try that. Okay, we'll do that as a rollout. Although custom setting 1, I think, is extensive. Let's try roll it anyway and see if it's closer to the other one, right? We have to do this. I think is 1. Let's try that one. Let's see. And I don't know how long this will take. Okay, but while it's working, it doesn't look like it's moving very fast right now. So Mark, explain. I put all three positions into 3 bots, right? Into BG Blitz, into XG, into new BG, and they all they all seem to agree pretty much on what the right play is.
All right. So I don't have XG, but I have XG mobile on my phone.
Uh-huh.
And that gave a different answer.
Okay, so what was it saying was correct on that one?
Actually, I don't even remember. I can do it real quick.
Well, for it not to be a blunder, I mean, you're saying that XG Mobile said that either making the 6 prime or slotting the 2 points one or another is, there's a couple ways to do that. It's saying that
yeah, right. I think it was 13 to 8, 12 to 6.
and that's what XG said was the best play?
XG mobile, yeah.
XG Mobile, okay. Well, BG Blitz almost agrees, but it's a small difference right here. Here. So this is the starting one way to start the 2 point. There's another way to start the 2 point. And that's the same play that XG recommends. And it's only a difference of 0.004 and 0.009.
All right. But the difference was XG Mobile hated 13 to 2.
Hated it by how much did it hate it?
It only shows the top 5. It wasn't among the top 5.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
You're beneath my consideration.
That's right.
Okay. So yes, it would because you see that it starts to get to minus .075 and then blunder territory after that, right?
Yeah.
So it must have thought, yeah, it's got to be a blunder to do something like that. It's to slot the 2 point. Although new BG and BG Blitz both agree. So let's see, this is the other one. This is new BG. This one agreed that's slotting the 2 point. Yeah, let's see. I'm so bad at remembering sort of thing. Going back to our slideshow. Or new BG, it's analyze and hint. Okay. So analyze, hint. And this is what new BG says. Okay. So it says that the top play is making the 6 prime and putting the spare on the 6 point. And the other two, which are close, according to new BG, are starting the 2 point with either two plays that do that. Okay? The bad ones, of course, are making the 1 point or the 2 point. Those just say, I don't really want to win. Which, people do that without thinking, hey, they think, oh man, this is pretty bad. I've got worse timing than them. I might as well give up. But no, you should never give up, right? Never, ever give up. Okay.
Well, did you already discuss what you think the actual right play is? I mean, to me, slotting the 2 seemed bad.
Okay. So we agreed that making the 6 prime and putting a spare on the 6 point is the best. Let's see.
Okay.
Would be, it's still working it right now.
But we also discussed that slotting the 2, we sort of were doing that so we would get hit and then have a protection, bring in a protector for 24 to then ultimately get out when they start to crash.
I see.
Did we not talk about that, or am I making?
Yeah, I was getting there. I'm trying to be more up to speed right here. But this is the one we agreed was probably the best. But I told them that my first reaction was actually 13-2.
Okay.
That was my first reaction in terms of the best play. 13-2. And here it is. Yeah, I think so. A couple of the blots agree with that. Okay. So the idea is that you're not going to change that whether they come in or not. And if you are hit, maybe you're sent back, maybe you're going to dance, you're going to roll on the 9 numbers to dance. Or if you do come in, maybe they won't escape and they'll start crashing. Okay. That's why this was my first choice before I looked at the bot analysis.
Okay.
And I thought, this has got to be the play according to all the bots. Because they don't like leaving direct shots. But I was surprised when I saw that this was the top play by BG Blitz and also the top play for, where is it? New BG. Oh no, it wasn't. It's the second best play according to New BG. It was very, very close. And XG, see the 3 of them right here, right now it's rolling it out. But it puts all 3 of these guys really close. The two that slot the 2 point and the 6 prime play.
I see.
So that having worked with AnkiGammon, sorry here, right? We put the position in using the XG ID, and then I don't know how long you've been here, Mark, but you can set up XG to do the analysis, or AnkiGammon to do the analysis with either new BG or XG without it having been analyzed. So we have successfully exported one card to AnkiGammon, And we looked at it already. This is it right here, right? And then we try and understand it, but the next thing to do would be to change the back of the card or add more information to the back of the card to help us understand why. You know, what are we trying to do? We put in the explanation of browse. We're looking at the AnkiGammon deck. There's only one card in it right now. And this is what the card looks like. And we want to change the back of it. Okay. And in theory, you can put a ton of information on the back, right? But the way you should do it is to do some kind of a summary and then have them look, you know, so in the future they can, once they figure out the concept, they can choose what they think is the best play, right? So here's the top move analysis. Maybe you want to say after this, you want to say, okay, let's call it concept for now. Concept. We want our opponent's prison to crumble. This is the only way that we can win. Okay. Making the ace point. It's freezing, right? Because we're putting them on the bar, and they can't move once they bounce. And once they do eventually come in, right? Then we're the ones that's going to be crumbling. Right? Okay. So on all these cards, there's a couple fields I want to add. So one would be prerequisites. Okay. And maybe a prerequisite for this particular card to understand this one is you need to understand the content game plan. You need to understand the containment game. How to keep a checker trapped behind a prime. And I'm not sure what else right now, but these would be two prerequisites to understanding the position right here. Okay. So I think all the cards we should make should basically have that sort of thing, right? At the basic level, it might be you need to understand the term gobbledygook or something, okay? And so they can go back and learn the term gobbledygook so they can understand what's going on here. Okay, so this card. It's really nice the way that it appears. Right? That what AnkiGammon does is it makes nice looking cards in here. Well, maybe I can make it smaller by doing this. Yeah, maybe we could do that. I'll make it that small. There we go. Still not getting the I'm trying to get this stuff underneath here. Okay. Well, let's say it's hard for us. Want to see it again? Okay, here it is. What I'm trying to do is get stuff on the bottom that we couldn't see right now. Oh, maybe we can do it the other way. Let's do it that way. Get wider. Well, that works. Okay. Now we can say, oh, let's say, we know that XG analyzes, so XG is going to like this play right here. It says, hey, correct answer E. Okay. And now, constantly we want our opponent's prison crime to crumble. And it's the only way that we can win, right? That's the concept we need for this card right here. And prerequisites to understanding this card are understand the content game plan and the containment game. Okay. Anything before we go on? Any questions about this right here? No? Okay. Are you guys not saying because you're completely lost?
Not completely, but
There's
I mean, I get it.
okay. So
I
let's
don't know, you
Huh?
know, because you told me.
Yeah, okay. Well, and I'm going to import the files. So we're going to do Ed's position right here, right? And we've already done the analysis. We could, again, just like what we just did, we could have XG or AnkiGammon analyze it, but we're going to take a pre-analyzed deck. So it's on the D drive under backgammon. Was it data gammon or something else? I forget. There we go. Ed M versus bugs XG. So we're going to take this file that XG, we already had XG analyze. And here, remember I said, you know, if you're going to study it directly from XG without flashcards, you want to set these numbers higher. So what is the number that is the standard right here for checker play? Error is 0.020 and 0.080 for a blunder. Okay, so we can set the threshold right here for what we want to see. So let's say we do want to set it at anything above 0.150 maybe. Okay, and cube decision, let's do just 0.080. And the person we're interested in is Ed. We don't care about Francois Xavier right now. Okay. Even though he's a really nice guy, we don't just want Ed's position, Ed's cards right here. So we say okay, and it said there's 3 positions that satisfy that criteria. Okay, and we'll say okay. We agree with that. Now we're going to export these to Anki, okay. And it's ready to export the 3 positions. So Mark, I don't think you were here when we showed that you can, in AnkiGammon, you can set which neural net you want to have analyzed it on the fly. So it could either be new BG or it could be XG that it does. Okay.
I set that up on mine to use GNU BG.
Okay. Yeah, because you only have new BG, right?
That's right, yeah.
Right. So it successfully exported 3 cards to Anki. Done. So if we go now to the Anki, and we want to go to the decks, we want to go to the AnkiGammon deck, which we should have 4 cards in it total. We'll study it now. This one we just saw. So let's say we were told it's this right here, and so we're going to say this right here, but we don't quite understand it yet. Let's say it's still hard for us. Okay, so we're going to click on the hard button. Okay, here's the next one. Okay, so is this a tournament or money?
Tournament.
Tournament. Okay, and the good guy, the man with the white hat on the bottom, is how do we express the score?
5 away, 10 away.
Right. 5 away, 10 away. That's what's important, right? 5 away, 10 away. So he's doing pretty well right now. What kind of a game is he playing? What kind of a game is the opponent playing? Are they playing running games?
He's playing attacking.
They're both playing attacking games, right?
Okay.
Both playing attacking games. There's 1 checker back for each of them. The good guy has 4 points in his attacking game, and the FX has 3 points made, and they're solid. So they could also change it into a priming game, which is pretty powerful. So the first 3 that we know has to be entering. So bar 22. Okay. How should you play the next 3 parts of the roll?
I mean,
Well,
8 to 5,
yeah.
and then 2 off the 5 to the 2.
Okay, so which one are you saying right here? This guy,
Hey,
A? Okay. So anybody else think something different right here? That sure looks good to me. Not to put my finger on the scales or anything. So you're
Well, I didn't,
I'm
I
sorry?
didn't see that one and it looks really good now that I see it.
Yeah, people might see this one right here. They're thinking attacking game and just 3 off that point right here, right? That's a pure attacking game. But you might as well
Yeah.
put a 5-point board if you can. Let's see. Okay, this is it. This looks good to us. And see how Anki made the play, and it was really kind of smooth when doing it, right? And it says A is correct. And this is how it ranks them. We used XG to create the rankings.
wow.
And the equity difference is huge, right? And the play that was actually done was 2 down. I don't know how to go back and do this right here, but Ed came in, which was force, brought 2 down and hit loose. Okay, that's what it says what was actually done. But you're playing an attacking game, and you want to make that point, right? Don't just leave a blot there. If you hit on that, if your blot is hit, he slowed down your attack game, and that's the only blot that he has to bring in. So, did you consider this one right here?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I was playing this one late at night, and I obviously made some mistakes.
Okay.
This was the match where I was leading 10-1 at one point
Oh,
and lost.
Right. Okay, don't feel bad. My game was not the same when I played Joe Russell, who was a previous world champion. He's the world champion at that time, previous world champion at that time. He was winning 10-0 at 11-point match, so 1 away, 11 away. My friends Ray and Clarine looked at the score and said, "We'll go to the restaurant and we'll save a table for you." Okay. I showed up 2 hours later after winning.
wow.
Right? So it's not hopeless, right? So in terms of remembering what play and what you're thinking, when I play the USBGF matches, I do it in a Zoom session. So I can talk. I can say, okay, I'm not sure if this is right or this is right. And this is why I think this play might be right. This is why I think this other play might be right. These are the strengths of each of them. If I'm completely lost, I might just enumerate the positives of each play. Right? It might be a cube decision and say, I wonder if this is a double or not. What do I think I need to do to improve it? So I don't talk enough, but I want to talk more while I do this. But I do, so I can go back and look at the match I play after I run the XG analysis and say, here's what XG says. And I can go back and say, oh, palm to forehead. I didn't even consider this play. Right? Which I hope doesn't happen at my level right now. Right? But that's why I do it within Zoom. So the reason I'm saying all this is because here, no, it's not the right one. This window right here. Jason Lee is a strong player. In the PR ratings, I'm not sure what he is exactly. But he's a strong player. And he suggests. Is that big enough for you guys to see? Or should we make it bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I can read it.
So as he's a math professor, I forget, someplace back east. And he says, as we prepare for Michigan, I would like to make 2 proposals. You and I meet up online to play a match and then carefully review afterwards on a Zoom match. And number 2, this take more effort, but they set up a doubles match between he and his partner, Chuck Bauer. And I look for somebody to play with, and they're hoping for a strong team. And we could review that together afterwards. Okay? So I want to propose to him that we set it up the same way we did with our team play. People could log in from his point of view and log in from my point of view. We won't be able to hear each other talking, either as the doubles match or as the singles match. And then we could get together, just the same thing we did last time with the two teams, and discuss what was going on inside the match. Okay. So what do you guys think about that?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay. So you guys would not be allowed to talk. You're just observing, right? And you're either observing Jason or myself. And you'd either be observing Chuck Bauer, who's an old-time good player. He did a lot of stuff, mathematical stuff in backgammon. And so I'm pretty sure that's how Jason and he know each other. So Chuck and I are from the same generation in terms of when we started playing backgammon. Chuck is older than me and started playing a little bit before, but Jason's relatively young compared to the two of us. And by doing the Zoom session for the two teams, we'd be able to hear what we're thinking about and whether we want to slap our palm to our head after the match, or, whether everything was pretty good. And we talked about the right things in the right ways, right? Okay. So that's what I'm going to propose to him. I haven't written it back yet. I just said these are good ideas, but I'll send that. So if you guys are interested, I'll set up a match and let you guys know when that happens. Okay. He is 6 hours ahead of us.
Okay.
And he's also the same person that the Mid-Atlantic Backgammon Club has a tournament every Wednesday night. It's online. And they've grown quite a bit. And he runs a study session before, usually the 1 hour before. Okay. So back to our regularly scheduled program. So we want to look at, let's look at more of Mark's right here. Let me get rid of this floating point thing that you guys can't see, but sometimes shows up on the Zooms. Back to this guy right here. Nope, that's not the one we want. Although we will need that eventually. So we say A is correct. And was this hard for us, or I think it's pretty good well, let's say good, okay? I think it's actually pretty easy for most of you guys. But let's say good. So this is the one we had a bit of problems with. We're seeing it again because we didn't quite get it yet. But let's say now it's starting to sink in, and now it's easy for us. Right? So we'll say easy. We won't see it for another 7 days. This is another one from the match, and the guy in white is 1 away, and the opponent's 10 away. So what kind of games are they playing?
Well, actually, it's kind of strange. White looks like they're kind of playing priming, but they're ahead in the race. Maybe it's a racing game.
Okay, so we're calling these guys racing games in our hierarchy. We go to the 4 different kinds of things. We're calling this a racing game. We're bearing in against contact.
All right.
Okay, and he's playing a contact game plan. He's got the golden anchor, and he has a, what's it called?
Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper, right? Goalkeeper. So inside, when we edit this card right here, we could say prerequisites, golden anchor, understand what that term is and also why it's good to have an anchor like this, an advanced anchor, and explain what the strength and weaknesses of having this checker back here. The strength is it covers the whole board, and if there's a blot to be hit, it can hit that blot. But the weakness is it can also be attacked and pointed on and force forward. So if you have to, you might want to force it forward. And therefore be easy for you to clear, because you are now 10 pips ahead. Okay, so in a straight race, you're favored. But if you were to double this in a money game, they could take because they're close enough in the race. Plus, they have the hitting equity. Okay. So so now that we know that's 1 away, 10 away, and winning a gammon doesn't really help you. We know that you're playing a running game, bearing it against contact, and they're playing a contact game plan. What play would you make? Oh, the third part of a mantra is that you're not going to double because it's Crawford, right?
I would do 13-8-6-4.
13-8-6-4. 13-8-6-4. Okay, that looks really good, right? You by bringing one checker here, you're diversified, and anything that you do without breaking this point right here. Let's say I don't want to expose any blots, but anything you do that on this side right here, you have to expose a blot, a direct shot. But by playing the 5 down, you have left only an indirect, right? Only 8 to hit you right here. So let's say we choose that right here. We show the answer. Oh, no, that's not. I clicked the wrong one. How do we go back? I don't know how to go back. Let's see again. We'll come back to it again. Okay. Here's the next position right here. You have to remember the thinking we just did.
Why is it on cube action?
So black must be, yeah, I think black is doubling right here, right?
This isn't the same game. This is
Right.
a different game.
This is the next game. So next game that after FX1, right? And yeah, we'll say we'll go back to it. Okay, FX1, and just at an early opportunity, he didn't double right away. He could have, but he thought maybe Ed might drop, not knowing that he should take practically everything. Right at 10 away, 1 away, 10 away. If XG doubles him, FX doubles him, or Bugs doubles him, then Ed should take practically everything. Right, unless the gamma rate is way too high. So FX doubled Ed, I think that's what's going on.
Mike, in this position, white has 2 points. So it's white doubling.
Yeah, because black can't double because.
Right. So this is flipped around. Before we're looking at
Right.
Ed's side of it. Now we're looking at it from
White.
from White's point of view. And so this is the game after the one we just looked at. And should Ed take this right here? That's the question. Should it be a double in the first place? And if he does double, should Ed take it? So in this case, Ed is black. Okay.
Yeah, that helps. So should white double and should Ed take it? If should white double?
So at this match score, white should double practically anything, right? Because the cube means nothing to him. But so if you're an intermediate and below, you should double at first legal opportunity. And he's trying for some kind of maybe I can get Ed to drop when he should be taking. Right? He's thinking, hey, look at this right here. Ed might think, drop. This is too scary. So he's going to double. Should you take it or pass it? Or should he have played on? Okay, let's just say he's not too good to play on. Okay. So choose between take and pass.
I guess I would take.
Right. You can take practically anything right here, right?
Wait, is that true?
Yeah, the gammon has to be really, really high. The gammon rate has to be really high before you even consider that.
I see. I didn't know that.
Oh,
I need to give you some background to let you know what my mental state was at the time. I was playing a guy that was very experienced and a better player than me. I don't recall what his daily gammon ranking was, but it was higher than mine. And against a superior player, I had backgammoned him early in the match and I won 6 points. Then I think the very next game, I gammoned him and won 4 points. And suddenly it's 10-1. And I'm thinking, I don't know what's going on, but it's all going my way. And then that was the last game I won at 10-1. And then he blew me out of the water.
Oh, isn't that interesting? Wow.
So this is
Wow.
Bug's
That's-
rating, 2000, right?
Yeah.
Anything above 1900 is pretty good. So he's
Mm.
playing at 2000, right? And he and I have played a few times before. So his experience right now is 67,842. He and I have played, we finished 13 matches, which he won, and 29 matches, which I won. Okay. So we've played a lot, right? That's 42 matches we've played, and we have nothing going on right now. 42 matches. Okay. We also have, there's great camaraderie when we play. So yes, Ed. Let's see. Let's go to 1896. That's not too bad right there, right? Almost 1900. So only 100 rating points below him. Well, that's pretty good. And what were we looking at? We're looking at this guy right here, right? Okay. So yeah, yes, he is probably better than you, right? He's got more experience for sure.
Right.
And so is that going to help us figure out what's going on in your brain right here, whether you're going to take or drop? We already told you that. Well, it doesn't look like a hugely gammonous position right here, right? So we're saying that you should take practically everything, right?
Okay.
So B is correct, and you actually pass this right here.
Mm.
And it's almost a triple whopper.
Mm.
Okay. So he's going to win 71% of the time, but and you're going to win about 29%. And you can see it's not very gammonish. He wins about 14.5% gammons.
Mm.
And you win some yourself too, but that doesn't help you. Your gammons don't matter. You're going to win the match if you win the game. Right? Okay, so let's say, how would you rate this one, Ed? Do you understand this card now, or do you want to say it's hard or good, easier again?
I would call it good.
Good. Okay. So now we understand we should take everything. This is another card from that deck, and this is the one that we looked at just just before this card, just now. So
And I'm not sure why he should take everything. What's the reasoning there? He should take.
Okay, so on the prerequisites of that card, we would say need to understand match equities. And once you start learning that, you'll see that basically he's got to take practically everything.
Okay, match equity.
Until the point that the gammon is almost guaranteed. Okay. It's not quite that extreme, but you might want to think about it that way. Right? So this is the move that Carol suggests, and I think it's a good move right here. Good move right here. 13-8-6-4. Okay. We choose that one. Why is it coming up with another one? Oh, it shouldn't be coming in. Did I choose the wrong one? It says we choose 13-8-6-4, and it says it's close. It said this move is 13 to
what it did.
So why is that the case?
Mm-hmm.
The only difference I mean, it gives up on ways to make the 3-point or the ace point, right? It gives us fewer builders to do that.
Mm-hmm.
The same number of shots. So what could be going on here?
I don't know.
I think what probably is going on is it's a one-sided gammon thing. If he gammons white, that's good for him. And if white gammons black, it doesn't do any good. It doesn't add any equity. So by making this play right here that actually thinks is the best without a rollout, this is not a rollout right here, right? This is just a static 3-play evaluation.
Okay.
It
I
gives you
see.
one more crossover. So that means that it should save more gammons by doing this. That one more crossover in the inner board.
Hmm.
See what it says here. So the winning chances are even better with 13-6 by 0.4%, almost 0.5%. And you, in terms of being gammoned, you do better by playing 13-8, 6-4,
Mm-hmm.
because you can make the point, the ace point or the 3-point,
Mm.
but also you're risking a little bit more by being further out from saving the gammon. But Ed actually played, exposed. Yeah, Ed, too early to make this play right here. Can we see it? Yeah, we can see it. Okay. So the other way you're leaving an indirect shot, this way you're leaving a direct shot. Even though his board is weak, you shouldn't be doing this. Right? If they're going to hit you long distance, then they're going to have to leave both blots.
Right.
Okay. So let's say, what do you want to say about this one? Again, hard, good, easy?
Oh, I'll call it good.
Good, okay. The double threes, we figure this is a priming game, an attacking game versus an attacking game, and we don't want to leave a blot on the 2-point. We actually want to make it, right?
Right.
So which one was that? This one right here, right? That guy right there. He is correct. It's a huge, huge blunder to not do this. And we'll say, okay, we get it now. We got it. So there's 2 more in this deck, the 2 red numbers down here, that we need to review before we complete this deck. So we now know this is a double, because white should be doubling. It doesn't no good to hold on the cube. And you should take this thing right here. And now we know this is going to be easy for us, right?
Okay.
And we have one more. And this is the one that was really close, right? Either way, we could do a rollout on it and see maybe it changes its mind. I think that this is one that's close enough, and there's enough to be said for playing 6-4 that it might be correct. It might reverse itself and say on a rollout, I'm going to play 6-4 after playing 13-8. We'll show answer, and let's say we're going to, just for the sake of finishing our deck right here for today, we're going to say easy. Now, congratulations, you have finished this deck for now. Da-da-dum. Okay. So, oh, Mark, you didn't get to see this. I don't think did you get to see this right here?
No. That's cool.
Right, backgammon terrain. A couple of you guys didn't see it. Okay. So the only one I didn't do is Suvu's position. I was going to show how you do it manually, but that's okay. Good for now. So there was a Reddit post from 7 months ago, and since that post, let's actually go there. So this is from the author of AnkiGammon. I built XGammon, right? And it does a nice job taking away a lot of the drudge work that we would have to do to create Anki cards from our either XG or new BG or BG Blitz positions. Okay. And he says that it can do all these things right here. So we basically covered these guys. We didn't do anything with this score. Okay. And it's 100% free and open source. I haven't found any bugs with it and using it. Okay. And it works for all of our operating systems. But ever since then, too, he's actually done more. And I'm sure that would be inside the AnkiGammon manual, which I haven't read. Okay. So, but what wasn't listed on that Reddit post was you can not only use NewBG as the neural net, you can also use XG as a neural net. And you can also now import XG IDs instead of whole matches. Okay. And again, they when we create these Anki decks, we can set the error level that we want. So for now, it might be a pretty high error level, but we might want to look at the same match again once we've improved our understanding and drop the error level and see more cards. So maybe instead of that, the first cartoon, maybe our background world looks more like this right here. Okay. And I think it is, right? I think we got everything in there. We got the doubling cube, the steps up to the doubling cube, the points on the board on the mushroom caps. Jellyfish is one of the it's the first commercially available neural net. And we're not going to fall into water if we step on these checkers. Okay. So how do I do this? I've got to get out of this right here. I want to stop the share. What do you guys see? You guys see each other, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Now on this one, I'm not sure what it's recording to. So I'm gonna let's try this. Maybe this will make sure that it does it. Okay, I think that'll make sure that it records everybody to the recording. Okay. What do you got to say for yourselves?
Yeah, thank you.
I think some people may have missed that, Carol. It's-
Well, let's say I learned more stuff I don't know. That's what.
Okay. Is it a huge step that you can't quite grasp it, or is it an incremental step that you can grasp it?
Oh, no, it's incremental and I can grasp it,
Okay, good.
you know. Yeah. No, this is useful and valuable and fun.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah.
you have the programs where you can do a lot of this right here, right? The AnkiGammon that converts the cards is free.
Mhm.
So in the video, I showed you how you can do that. You can take your, what do you have? You have, do you have new BG or do you have?
I've settled on BG Blitz for
BG
now.
Blitz? Okay. So you can do the same thing. You take the, let's see, I've got to share this thing first, right?
Sorry.
Who's your friend, Jane?
That's Biddy.
BG Blitz. Not, no, there it goes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make you guys smaller so I can see things. Okay. You can go to, what is it? Edit. Copy as XGID.
XGID and go into Anki.
Right, go into AnkiGammon right there, right?
Yeah.
Position.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
And that's it, right?
Yeah.
Whoops, I didn't copy it. I didn't copy it properly. Edit.
But I know it. Yeah.
You know, okay, you got the process down.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so any other comments, questions? You guys are back. Okay.
I have a question for the next one. Which team is dragon and which team is tiger?
Oh, what were you guys? I think you guys were dragon before we were tiger.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you guys are the experienced players.
Okay.
And hopefully freely will come back and play with the newbies. And Carol gets to choose which side she wants to be on. Rod likes to be on the newbie side also. What else do we have in our class tonight? And we have all the new people. Mark, we've been getting some bigger turnouts because we have a lot of people that are interested in playing backgammon. I'm not teaching backgammon this semester,
Mm.
and people approached me about learning backgammon over the summer. And so Rhonda Rawlinson is one person who came last time. Bob's wife, Von Lee, and also Say, who both Say I know from aqua jogging and from Mahjong on Tuesday. So I introduced Bob and Von Lee to the Mahjong group on Tuesdays. Say has played with them, but Von Lee was never a games player, especially a boards game player. She never really thought she was any good at them. And then when she tried it, she thought, hey, this is kind of neat. Right? She couldn't play pickleball because she hurt herself. She injured herself. And then the next step after that was coming to the realization that you don't have to be perfect. You know, you can, by making mistakes and thinking about them, you actually get better. So you have to be comfortable in terms of making mistakes. And so that was the next step she got over, and she really loves it. Say really likes it because Say is more analytical. So hopefully they will have a chance to be able to join us next Monday and Thursday. There are two others also, Jane's friends. Let's see, this is the same week as non-home Alahia, right? Next Monday is home Alahia?
Yes.
Okay. So you can be a report about whether we should be going there.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay. And Laurel joined us last time, and she seemed to have a decent concept of the game.
I think she would like to join again. She's still on her trip. She's in Maine. But if you send her the email with the links, I don't know, she might join because I don't know what her time is like there. You know, I don't know what else she's doing. I think Nancy's going to be a more casual player and just enjoy the more social gatherings and whatever. I don't think she'll want to do the analysis piece, but I could be wrong. She might grow into it. Who knows? But I'll also give you an update on the situation at Home Alahia on Monday.
So who was the more cutthroat player?
Laurel. She's not really cutthroat. She's just highly analytical. She's very bright. She's very much enjoys strategy, and figuring out strategy. And she's a wicked Mahjong player. But I think she'll really enjoy backgammon. And I think she was intrigued to discover how deep backgammon goes. I think that really caught her attention. So I think she'll be joining in more and more. But like I say, she's on a trip right now. They went to see someplace in Maine where they have the most extreme tides in the world or something. I don't know. She's a science person. Almost all her trips involve something that have some sort of an eclipse or, you know, something scientific associated with them. She's a very interesting person.
Wow.
Former physician.
So good. I'm sorry, former what?
Physician.
Physician, okay. So to contrast Laurel and Carol, on my screen right above you, on your screen probably not. Laurel, when she was playing, said, "I'm so good at this game," right? The first time we met her, right? She was joking. Whereas Carol says, "I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna crush you guys," which she has also said. Okay. So yeah, so Mark, we have some new blood.
Okay, that's good.
And there's also players that have been trying to come that haven't been able to come yet. One of the guys watches Michi videos, so he's at least at that level, which would be good. So I really enjoy playing him sometime. He was one of my Mahjong students.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, and so you guys are going to have my best student on your team, probably.
Sydney.
We have to try to get to the bottom of that story because obviously she said something, right? So, Mark, the story is
That's
that
Sydney.
Sydney, yeah, Sydney, you guys didn't hear all this, right?
No.
So Sydney's mom is here, so Sydney's been taking her mom to different things that she does normally. So Sydney came on. I know she went to aqua jogging on last Friday, because when I had my trees class, trees of UHM on Saturday, Nellie sent her friend of something, greetings or something else to somebody. I gotta find it. Somebody sent me a first aid cap package, including the toiletries from Jenny. Is that one of you guys, Kathy and Ed, who did that?
I did not.
Yeah, I don't,
Yeah, somebody else did. He gave it to me from Jenny. Oh, okay.
yeah, I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, but there was all that going on before the class, so I didn't quite keep everything clear. Okay, so so I sent a selfie with me and Jim together, and Nellie responded with, "Oh, your best student," responding, talking about Jim, and then she was period. No, Sydney is your best student.
I see.
So Sydney had to say something to Nellie for Nellie to say that. Okay, so we got to get to the bottom of that. I have to get to the bottom of it. I don't know if it's Sydney had said something or it's just Nellie being Nellie. Nellie changed her profile to Sassy instead of Nellie. So she's Sassy Lee instead of Nellie Lee. And she's the one who sent me the pictures of when she and Myrtle and Naomi go they make a trip to like Southeast Asia. They send a picture back, and Nellie will caption it, "Your 3 favorite women in Honolulu." Okay. All right. Oh, one more thing. Almost forgot. This is the last thing. Go back and share screen. As if we won't do that anymore. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Need to go to Anki. There it is. User one Anki. Okay. Make you guys smaller here so I can see the screen. Okay. And go to the decks. I'm clicking on decks. Now, do I have the right thing here? Yes, user one Anki. Is there some other button we can't see? Let's see. Do you guys see a button on the bottom that I can't see here?
What kind of a button?
Okay,
There's a done,
where's the done button?
lower right.
Oh, right. I can't even see that.
That's for AnkiGammon.
Oh,
Oh, I guess we're seeing more than one screen.
There we go.
More than one. Yeah, more than one. If you click on Dex at the top, it doesn't go to Dex.
It's not.
Oh,
Yeah, now it does. It does it for you, Jane. It wasn't doing it for me.
I just had to say the magic word.
Okay. So I wanted to show you guys. Oh, here we go. So foundational backgammon is our whole thing right here, right? And the
oh,
different belts, right? White, yellow, orange, all the way to black. And so we started with Bloom's taxonomy. And I think it still applies because if we try and go through all the white belt Anki cards, we're not going to be able to understand something because we need to do, oops, let's go back. Plus sign. We need to do level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, 5, and 6. So basically level 1 might be just definitions in the Bloom taxonomy universe. Okay. And then progressively more stuff to understanding all the way up here, as far as you can go as a white belt, right? So if you're studying to progress past your white belt, you might do level 1 first, then level 2 and level 3, and hopefully understand all that levels below it also. And once you do that, progress to the yellow belt. And the same thing, you can have 6 levels here. You can add yellow belt. I'll create deck. I'll just create deck. It doesn't stick us in the, oh, here you go, here. So under white belt, we don't want to do that. We want to do it under yellow belt. So this is kind of good because you don't have to keep repeating everything each time. Yellow belt, double colon, level 4. Okay. So now it creates under the yellow belt. Well, it's stuck under here. I don't know why. We can just move it though. I probably did it wrong somehow.
Hmm.
Now it's under the orange belt. Oops. Now it's under level 2. Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to go right between those two.
There.
Nope. Well, I'll figure it out.
Oh, now it's in 3. Yeah.
What it looks like is, wait, if we see the name of it, what do we do wrong here? Oh, there's no space after the double colon here. That's what was wrong here. Okay. So this guy level 3. This is superfluous. You guys really don't care about this right here. Okay. Level 4, rename. And get rid of that space right here after this level white belt, level 3, level 4. Oh no, it's taken care of that.
You just need to erase a level 3.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yellow belt, just yellow belt. Okay. PG,
Oop, you went too far.
yellow belt, double colon. Is that it? That looks right. Good catch, Carol. There we go. Okay. So we can create 6 levels under this too, right?
Mm.
And we don't need this guy right here. Okay. So we're incorporating our Bloom's taxonomy. I think that's the most logical way to do it for each of the belts. And this will be inside the Fuji Backgammon Dojo. Okay. I chose the name because in Japan they have the other the Backgammon Dojo, right? And they're Asakusa, I think, is one of them. Tokyo is one of them. So I just wanted, and I didn't find any Fuji Backgammon Dojo. So I wanted to claim that for us right now. Okay. So we're going to go back to stopping the share. Okay. And this cover you up, Jane, so we'll get to see everybody else too. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything on my list, I think. Yeah, that's everything on my list. Anything else we should have talked about? Any questions? Any comments? Any raspberries? Okay.
These upcoming matches with involving Jason Lee, do you have any thought about time of day or what day of the week?
I don't know. His schedule's a little bit tighter. He's got a heavier teaching schedule than I do.
Okay.
So we'll try and figure it out. And are there times of days that are not good for you guys? Like I know, if Mark, did you hear the discussion about what Jason Lee proposed?
Yes.
Okay. So if we do it at 6 o'clock our time, that'd be a little bit late for Mark probably. Or might not be. I'm sorry.
But it might work, yeah, depending on the day.
That'd be really late for Jason.
Right, really late for Jason.
Yes.
Any
Yeah.
time that would be good for Jason should be okay for pretty much for you guys, if you're retired. Okay, so I'll find out what he would consider doing. We're running out of time already before Michigan.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we were just figuring we're leaving almost in a week and a half.
okay, so who should I choose as my doubles partner? I'd be happy having one of you guys as a doubles partner. Or I could have someone like Wilcox Snellings or Frank Frigo or one of those rank and file players.
It seems like if it's one of us, we'll just think the same way you do. And I mean, it's like
How many times have I stressed I want you guys to be independent thinkers?
well, I know, but we're learning from you. So
Yeah.
But also we see the XG analysis, and you still want to question that too, right?
yeah, I see.
So form your own theories. Okay, so
We're all just, raising our hands immediately to
I can see that.
volunteer.
Can you have a group of us?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Jason.
Sure that we're gonna have a clock on it, right? And it'll probably be on BG Studios Hero. We'll probably have a clock on it, so it couldn't be a heck of a lot. It couldn't be a long-winded discussion.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. Okay, so I'll get back to him and see what he what times he would like to play and when he can play. And let you guys know.
Okay. Thank you, Mike.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
Good one.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. Ed and Kathy, I'm sticking around after this. Oop, did Ed go bye-bye? Okay, do we need Ed? No?
I don't think so.
Okay, talk to me.
All right. So I think I just wanted to make sure you're going to have a bunch of XG files to load into Claude.
Okay, so I could just grab my most recent XG files.
Yeah.
And oh
Yeah, because we can put a whole bunch in.
Okay, so I'll do the USBGF matches.
Okay.
That probably best because in those I'm trying to play. Although by the third or fourth game, I've often figured out what I think are my opponent's weaknesses, and I'll play their weaknesses instead of what XG says is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how are you? Now? Claude has different levels, different packages, and what are you using to do this?
I'm just using the basic level. I tried to put stuff in through Cowork, and nothing's working with that right now. So I'm just setting up basic chat. I set up two different chats, one for concatenating the files and a second one for running the analysis. So what I'm trying to do is get around some of the file limitations that I have, because you can only put in 100 files at a time in a single chat. So I can do several chats just concatenating things, taking the game files and turning them into a match file for each match. And we can put in a lot of matches.
Okay. So I prefer not to use my daily gammon ones.
It does work with them. And you can, one of the things I've been doing is just telling it which ones are daily gammon versus heroes.
Okay. But the reason is I don't play as strong I don't try and play as strongly on the daily gammon ones. Right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, that was one of the things I did is I put in both of them and asked it to compare them.
Oh, okay. And
one of the other things that I've done is I've put in a spreadsheet of the dates that I played things and my opponent's ratings. That's turned out to be pretty interesting. And so it can incorporate looking at how you play against opponents with different ratings. And then the other thing to think about is what questions do you want it to answer? I sent you the basic ones I usually put in, but I don't know if you have other ones.
Okay, so these are my XG and text files.
Mm-hmm.
It's sorted by
Yeah.
Where's that?
It'd be helpful if it's already run in XG before you bring them.
Okay, so these are all in XG.
Okay.
And there's how many there? 5, 9, 11, So this would be
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Okay. Although,
I mean, we can do more if you want.
okay, so actually 9 only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, 10 right here. Because the hive mind, we're not going to include that one.
Mhm.
So all the other ones, Sangha versus the other people. So theoretically, in the beginning of it, I'm playing more like XG, and later on in the match, I'm playing to
Mhm.
the in theory. Okay,
Mhm.
maybe I just screwed up sometimes too.
Yeah, and you can put in comments to, or give Claude comments about why you're doing certain things, and it'll start incorporating some of that.
Oh,
So the questioning can be very iterative too. You get one set of results and then start asking follow-up questions or put in comments or whatever. It also can read your comments. Like if you're annotating your XG files, it can also read those and make comments about those.
Okay. So yeah, there's a lot that can be done. I've watched basic videos on Claude.
Hmm.
Learned some of the additional things they can do. I've been working on a project for 10 years, and I think that Claude could figure it out in one afternoon.
Yeah.
It's just a basic database and tree structure and making decisions from that tree.
Mhm.
All this, and I think Claude could do it better than me doing a poor job learning Python and then coding it, and then
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah. Or can do the Python coding for you.
Right.
So
Okay. But
I've
that's
had it making little web apps and it's fairly easy.
wow. What kind of web apps have you made?
Well, did you see the little score thing I had when I was playing at the yacht club?
Oh, that's one of yours right there?
Yeah, that was mine.
Okay.
Because the one we had been using, I lost when I got a new phone and they haven't upgraded it. So I just decided to see if I could make my own.
Oh, very nice.
And it wasn't that difficult.
And yours is easier to you don't have to carry anything around with you.
Mhm.
Have you seen the ones where the phone sits on top of a tilt thing?
Oh
And
yeah, yeah.
so I mean those would be
But
easy.
is that a timer built into it? Or is it just for scorekeeping?
It's for timers. The timer
Yeah,
and also scorekeeping both.
yeah.
So by tilting it like that, it knows that you're to start running your opponent's clock, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, mine just keeps score.
That's all right. So they have apps like that already that you can just
Mhm.
use your phone. And then if I built something like that out of wood, we can do it. But that's another thing to carry around, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
There must be apps that are like yours, sit flat on the side, and you can just tap it as a clock.
Yeah, there is one. We found that after I made this one.
Okay.
Somebody had seen that one. I had looked for one, but I just hadn't run across it.
Okay, excellent. So I will revisit Claude again and look at some more basic Claude videos. Okay, and try and become familiar enough with it that tomorrow I won't just be a lame duck. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you could bring in, we can either start with the questions that I normally use, or if you have other ones, put those in a file and we can just cut and paste those in.
Okay. So yeah, one of those questions would be, am I indeed playing more like XG in the beginning of the match? And am I deviating?
Yeah.
Right. I already know that when there isn't really a cube decision, or there's either the first game of the match or the last game of the match, I can often play at world-class level or world championship level, right? Because the cube decisions are more like in the first game, more like money, and the last game there usually isn't a cube decision or it's cube decision, right? And so with that taken out of the equation, I'll often play at world championship level. But I rarely achieve that in the middle of a match, right? I have played longer matches where the whole thing is world class, which is, pleasing as plum.
Mhm.
But is that in fact the best way to have played that opponent? Should I have been playing less than or different than XG
Mhm.
to take advantage of my opponent's misconceptions of the game?
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So we can try it out, see if it works.
Mhm.
Some days it seems to work better than others. I don't know why.
I wonder if Claude has bad days then also.
Or Daisy just doesn't want to do what you tell it to.
So let's see. Is Ed in the room?
No,
On your shop.
uh,
Okay. And so I bought a cake for tomorrow.
oh,
So it's both. Well, I hope Sydney's there too because it says happy birthday, Ed and Sydney.
Mhm.
And my homework tonight is to make 2 lays. Okay. So that's where we stand for tomorrow.
Okay.
Carlos
All right.
bring a card for everybody to sign.
Mhm. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
All
That's-
right.
Okay. I'll see you guys mañana tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Have a good night.
You too. Good night.